Hi, my name is Sheikh Asma. I am a second year student at Vishnu Institute of Technology, Bhimavaram. In this video, I will explain four important JavaScript topics: objects, functions, variables, or letters or constants, and JavaScript modules. And I will also show examples for each and explain how they work. Firstly, I'm going to explain about objects in JavaScript. Objects in JavaScript are collections of key value pairs. Keys are also called properties, and the values can be any data type like numbers, strings, booleans, arrays, other objects, or even functions, which we call methods. Objects are very useful when we want to store related data together. We can also have nested objects, which means an object inside another object. Here is a small example code for objects in JavaScript. Here I created an object called person. It has properties, name, age, and is student. The address property is another object that is nested object with city and pin. The grade property is a function which makes it as a method. The keyword this inside greet refers to the object itself. Next, functions in JavaScript. Functions are blocks of code that perform a specific task. They help make code reusable and organized. Three ways to create functions: function declaration, function expression, array function. The first one is function declaration. I write function followed by the name and parameters. The second is function expression. I store the function inside a variable. The third is an array function. This is shorter and uses the symbol. Calling functions. Here I am calling each function with two numbers and printing the result. The next one is keyword. In a regular function, this refers to an object itself. So it prints the 100. In an array function, this does not refer to the object. It uses the outer scope, so this value is undefined. Here is the example code for functions in JavaScript. Next, difference between variables, letters, and constants. JavaScript has three keywords to declare variables. Variables, function scoped, hoisted can be redeclared or reassigned. Letters, block scoped can be reassigned but not redeclared in the same scope. Constant, block scoped cannot be reassigned. Here is the example code for difference between the variables and letters and constants. Variable is function scoped, so I can access x outside the block. Let the constant are block scoped so they don't work outside. Variable can be redeclared. Let can be reassigned but not redeclared in the same scope. Constant cannot be reassigned at all. JavaScript modules. Modules allow us to split JavaScript code. JavaScript modules. Modules allow us to split JavaScript code into multiple files. This makes it easier to organize, maintain, and reuse. We use export to send code from one file to another file and import to bring it into another file. Here is the example code. In this code, in max.js, I'm exporting a function square and a constant pi. In main.js, I'm importing them and using them. In the HTML file, I use script type module, so the browser knows this uses ES6 modules. So in this video, we learned about JavaScript objects, functions, variables or letters or constants, and modules along with examples for each. Thank you for watching.